What is not a bullet you dodged, but a huge tactical nuke you dodged? Broke my belly button overeating at a company lunch, went from an innie to an outie hernia. Put off going to the doctor for a few weeks before going to see a specialist. Hernia doc said, yep, it's a hernia. We're in a pandemic. We can schedule you for whenever if you want to wait a bit there. Shouldn't be any problems, no hurry. I decided to get it out of the way. They had a cancellation, so I scheduled for a week later. I wake up from surgery and the doc says there was a complication. They didn't get to the hernia. When they were going in, they noticed my appendix was about to explode, so they took that out instead. Still not the tactical nuke. I asked about when they could fix the hernia. He said the appendix looked funny and was going to send it to the lab and get back to me. The lab was really backed up from the pandemic, so several weeks later I get a call from the doc. It was a really rare appendix cancer, something that happens to around 1,000 Americans a year. Not only that, but of the two kinds of appendix cancer based on lab work, I had the worst of the two. The kind that spreads everywhere really fast and cuts your lifespan down considerably even with treatment. The first kind grows slow and stays put, but every once in a while it will go into overdrive, differentiates, pokes out of the abdominal wall and spits cancer slime everywhere that turns whatever it touches into more cancer. The cutoff for it turning from good into the bad kind is 1 cm tumor, mine as 1.5 core spame, under the microscope and differentiated, and they saw the cells that spit cancer slime had formed. There's really only one treatment referred to as the mother of all surgeries, which is its own ball of tactical nukes. I stew over that for a few weeks till they can get more tests scheduled, still in pandemic so it takes a while. Go in for a barrage of scans, pokings and proddings, and the scans are all clean, no signs of cancer spread, mostly. It had just turned from the slow-growing kind that stays put into the fast-moving kind, and hadn't had a chance to spit cancer slime outside the wall holding my appendix if I had waited just a week for the hernia surgery. Literally every day that I waited would have exponentially increased the odds of it spreading the mucin. They think they got it all when they took the appendix out. There's a few things they want to keep an eye on that they're reasonably sure is just scaring from the surgery. But they gave me an 80% chance of being cancer-free. I have more scans in December to make sure. Update deck.30. My scans in December came back great. The thing they were keeping an eye on got smaller, not bigger, which is what they would expect if it was scar tissue from the surgery and not a tumor. Although not completely out of the woods, they're still going to do routine scans for the next 5 to 6 years. Pretty much every scan is expected to improve my odds. I get to do the hernia surgery in 3 months. My oncologist will be there to take a look in case the surgeon sees anything weird.